Hey guys, Scott here. Welcome to the fan Q&A. So I put out a video around a week ago thanking you guys for getting me past 100 subscribers. Finally made it. And I said, as a thank you, I'm going to do a fan Q&A. So let's get into it. First question we've got comes from Ben. And Ben's question is, what song by another artist do you wish you had written? Well, Ben, the song that made me want to be a musician was Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. And I don't know if that's a cliche or not, but when I was 9 years old, I heard that song and it was just like unlike anything I'd ever experienced before. And from that point, I was like, I want to write songs and play them to people, and I want to get to a point where I can write a song as good as Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't know if I'll ever get there because it's a flipping masterpiece, but I'm going to give it my best go. So yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody is my song. Anywho, let's move on to the next question. We got Fred. Hello, Fred. Favourite song you've ever written? Okay, so there's a song that's going to be on my third album, which is coming out later this year. Plug. And that song is called Cocaine. Cocaine is a murder ballad. If you don't know what a murder ballad is, you know, it's a song where the character in the song talks about, you know, murdering their old lady, you know, and feeling really guilty about it. And like Johnny Cash wrote loads of them, Nick Cave. It's a type of, you know, storytelling in songwriting. And I've always wanted to write a proper murder ballad, and when I had decided for Cocaine, I really didn't know which way to take it. I decided that I was going to take it the murder ballad route, and so yeah, Cocaine is probably my favourite song I've ever written, just because it's unlike the rest of my songs. It's different, it's edgy. And I like being able to write an edgy song every now and then. So, cheers for your question, Fred. Cool. Next question comes from Amber. Hello, Amber. Best gig you played and why? Also, your proudest moment or most surreal in your music career. Oh, can I call it a career? Okay, so back in 2016, I got to play the Victorious Festival in Portsmouth, which was a really big deal because I think like the day I was playing, like Noel Gallagher was headlining, and I was like, I get to play a festival with Noel Gallagher. This is gonna be amazing. So that was surreal. But what was really amazing about it, and why I hold that gig in such high regard, is like I was playing the tiniest stage there, and there was like no one watching at the beginning of my set. And then I had some of my some of my fans. I actually genuinely have fans, which is crazy, but some of my fans show up, George and Alice and co, and basically they brought the energy. You know, they were just pulling people in and getting them up to dance. And what started off as just like me playing to 2 or 3 people ends up with me playing to like over 100 people in this small space. And because the stage was so small, people could jump up on the stage and dance with me. And they had to bring in security to pull people off the stage and throw them out. So what started as a very small affair turned into this big grand thing on this tiny little stage with all these people. And afterwards people buying CDs and t-shirts, and it was just, I felt really proud of it, and I just felt like these are the kind of gigs I want to play all the time, but I don't get to. And yeah, I loved that gig. And whenever I get self-doubt, because it does happen, you know, koalas get self-doubt too, I think back to that gig. I think back to the gig and the feeling I had on stage, and I hold on to that. So thanks for your question, Amber. Right, who have we got next? Right, Dan. Hello, Dan. If you could tour any country in the world, what would it be and why? Ooh, okay. Well, I would love to go play America, because that would just be really cool to travel cross country and play America. That would be really awesome. But the place I keep getting told to go play, which I was going to go play this year but it didn't work out, was Germany. I've wanted to play Germany for some time now. It's supposed to be like the mecca for musicians. I keep getting told that, you know, people always show up to shows. They're very friendly. They love music. They love live music over there. Like live music in Germany is like what it used to be like here in the 70s for live music. People just love it and they go out to see it, and those are the kind of shows I want to play. I've played too many shows where people don't care or there's just no one there, and it'd be really lovely to play a big string of shows to a really enthusiastic crowd. So thanks for your question, Dan. Okay, cool. This next question may be a bit of a joke. From Matt. Hello, Matt. Is Skinny Scott Freeman your long-lost brother? Okay, so what Matt's referring to there is that I used to run this show called The Basement Sessions back in 2014, where I had local musicians on and I'd interview them and like make them play the songs, but in challenging ways. Like, I'd take the lyrics to their songs but change them to a whole bunch of different languages, and then they'd have to like sing it on the spot without rehearsing it. It was a lot of fun. I sort of hosted the show, and one of the shows, Matt dressed up as me and called himself Skinny Scott Freeman, and it was quite convincing, actually. So yes, Skinny Scott Freeman is my long lost brother, but he's a clone, so I'm not sure if it counts. Okay, moving on. Emma. Hello, Emma. Do you have a day job, and how did Scott Freeman and the Tokyo Sex Worlds begin? Also, you're awesome. Oh, thanks, Emma. Okay, so in the daytime, I work for a music charity called Changing Tunes, and basically Changing Tunes is a charity that goes into prisons and basically runs music sessions with the guys there, you know, as sort of like a music therapy sort of thing. And so I've been doing that for like the last 3 years or so, and it's a job I really enjoy, and, you know, I love the fact I'm able to do a job where, you know, I teach music and like it really helps the people, you know, that the guys get a lot out of it. And how did the Tokyo Sex Worlds begin? So for those who don't know, the Tokyo Sex Worlds are my epically named backing band, named after the politician Tokyo Sequoia, but Sequoia spelled sex whale. And when I was recording the first album, it was just going to be my voice and the acoustic guitar like it is live, but when we did that, it just didn't have as much kick as it did live, so we put a band on it to see if that would work, and it really worked and elevated the songs. And then from there I was like, actually it'd be really cool to have a band, so I recruited 3 of the best musicians I knew, Tim, Gareth and Antosh, and we started rehearsing and it sounded awesome, and the Tokyo Sex Worlds were born, and we went off to sea and toured the world. Not really, we just went to Scotland and back, but I currently don't have a lineup of the Tokyo Sex Worlds, but that said, they will return in the future. Thanks, guys, for sending in all your questions. I really appreciate it. Like, thank you for the love. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I wouldn't do this if it wasn't for you guys. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I shall see you next time. Stay awesome, guys. Peace.